Hello everyone, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am KC. This is KC's Joy, where I make videos about dolls, dolly things, and miniature things that bring me joy. Today is a little bit different. I am in a different setting today because I had it on my mind and I wanted to get this video done because I am actually in the process of making other content, and I don't want to get too far ahead with the other content before I get this video done and put it out there for everyone. So I do have a couple of notes, so I'll be looking down at my notes. Today we're talking about my advice for first timers going to Barbie convention. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Give this video a thumbs up, ask questions down in the chat, and help each other out. Okay, so of course the first thing I put on the list is money. Perspective is everything, so depending on your perspective, the convention is not cheap. It's not a cheap event. A lot of people use this event as a vacation, so they don't take other vacations. This BarbieCon is their vacation, so that's how they use this thing, which is what I did. I used vacation time, so I was away from work, but I was during the week time I was still able to get paid because I used my annual vacation time. With that being said, the upfront cost of the convention is going to be somewhere around $500. If you sign up for the convention late, then it will be a little bit more. Give me 1 second. I forgot to look it up beforehand, so I'm gonna pause, look up the actual numbers, and give them to you because the actual numbers are out there already. So let me look that up and I'll be right back. I have it. So I will, down in the description box also, I'll put a link to the website so you can go and visit it yourself. But registration is $495. Late registration is $520. So registration for those of us this year that went to BarbieCon, we have a little bit of an early registration time frame. Regular registration starts September 22nd, and that's my next note for first timers. If you are interested in going to this conference, you absolutely need to put an alarm on your phone for September 22nd to try to get your tickets. These tickets do sell out quickly, which is not necessarily always a bad thing. Sometimes they sell out and then you get waitlisted. I was waitlisted and my name came up. You know, they whatever waitlisted means, they went through all the tickets. Some people decided not to do it, and my name came up and I was able to attend. So waitlisted is not for first timers. Waitlisted is not necessarily a bad thing. However, to avoid the anxiety of being waitlisted, set your alarm on your phone, whatever calendar you have. If you really want to attend, September 22nd is the day for you. My day, which is marked on my calendar, I have an alarm set, is September 15th because I went this year. So with that being said, $495 is the registration fee. If you register, say there's still tickets and opening spots, they have a late registration time, which is anytime after October 1st. After October 1st, the registration fee goes up to $520. So there you go. You have your initial, that is your initial monetary that you have to spend. And then you have to consider the hotel. That information is on here too. So the information right now that I'm giving you when I'm talking about money is on the website. The initial investment that you're making to attend. They have the host hotel. My suggestion to first timers is to try your best to stay at the host hotel. I did not stay at the host hotel. I stayed at a hotel that was away The reason I say try your best to stay at the host hotel is that, one, going back and forth in an Uber, back and forth, it costs, there's a cost to that. And also it takes away from the time that you get to interact and be there at the conference. And it also kind of, if you're a person who likes to dress up and do the fun things and stuff like that, then it kind of hurts you a little bit. Like, I had friends there, so I got to put some of my stuff in their room, and we went back and forth upstairs to get my bag and things like that. If I had a room in the host hotel, I would have changed my clothes for the different events that were going on. There were different events that I would have dressed differently for if I was at the host hotel. However, I wasn't at the host hotel, so I picked one outfit that would take me for the whole day, except for one time I went back and forth. But I had one outfit that took me for the whole day each day, from the workshops to the dinners. But if you're at the host hotel, you can go back and forth upstairs and change your clothes or take a nap and things of that nature. So first timers, I do suggest, if you can, stay at the host hotel. Now, with that being said, the host hotel rates are $162 a night plus $10 resort fee plus the tax is $7.75. The time frame, depending on you, the conference is from July 30th to August the 3rd next year. And July 30th, I believe, is a Tuesday. So that's from Tuesday to the Saturday. Saturday is always the last day. So you count those days and times that money. Me, I will probably come in on Monday morning or Sunday night. So I'm thinking I'm going Sunday to Sunday, because that's what I did previously, because I want to volunteer the day before everything starts. I like to volunteer for setup and things like that, and I want to do it again. So that's another thing to take into consideration. All of this falls under money and hotel. My second point was hotel, but it all falls in under a big thing. That's why I was like, this event is an investment that you're making. So right now, I have already started saving for next year. And also, I'm thinking of doing a smaller one for 2025 if I decide I want to go in 2025, which, depending on where it is, I probably do want to go. I don't know your budget, but I would say I would start saving now, because not only are you, the cost is the hotel, the registration, and then you have the gifts at the table. First timers, please be prepared. It's no pressure. Some tables are not gift giving tables. This is this falls under, I'm going to my next point. This falls under be open. So some tables are gift giving tables. Now when I say gift giving, please don't think pressure. My gifts were small. I did food, candy. I did items I got from the dollar store. You know, the dollar store has all types of dolly stuff, Barbie things, and all of that kind of stuff. I did that kind of thing. So your gift could be as small as, I did a dollar store beach chair and a pack of pink Trident bubblegum. And that was one of my gifts. It could be as small as that, or it could be as large as dolls, not like dolls, and then you made their outfits and stuff like that. There is no price point on gifts, and also gifts aren't mandatory, but there are tables where everyone gives some type of gift. However, again, it's not mandatory. It's just a really nice thing to get to know your table mates, and it's a part of the whole Barbie fun experience. So that's my other thing. Think about your gifts and what are you going to do as far as gifts, and be open to the experience. So When you register, there's a lot that goes into it, and there's a whole group that's made, and there's private things going on. When you get into those things, like I am quiet, an introvert, even though I'm here on YouTube all the time. But in person, I'm kind of introverted. But in the group, in order to get to know people, in order to have the best, most fun experience, you have to be open to talking. And there's going to be tables. And once, either if you know someone, you can be like, well, what table are you at? Can I be at your table? And you'll connect like that. Or if you're not, what I did was I tried to get in a table with Instagrammers that I kind of knew, and it didn't work out. So I typed in the group, first timer, need a table. And people started inviting me to their tables, and they will let you know, hey, this is a fun gift giving table. Hey, this is a table where gifts are optional. So there's all types of tables that you can get at as a first timer, especially first timer. People love first timers because they're like, oh, we're growing and we're happy to have you, and they want you to feel comfortable and have a great experience. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. When you're a first timer, you're going to be out, because we all were first timers sometimes. Like, I'm first timer this time, and people at the table were really nice, and we talked to each other, and it's always an event. So that's how the tables and the grouping and things like that work. And sometimes when you're at, like, if someone invites you to their table, hey, we're this kind of table, sometimes they create a separate little group just for the table. The table has 10 people, the host and 9 guests. They create a little group, a group chat, Facebook group, whatever, and they talk amongst each other, and they make plans. Like, sometimes they make plans to meet up with their dogs and take pictures, or, hey, this is the theme for this night, or this is the theme for that night. So this past conference, there was 3 table nights where we would be with our table mates that were just like, we're sitting down together. All the other time, the table mates either talked and got together and took pictures. So it was like three opportunities to give gifts or get gifts. 2024, looking at the schedule, I think they're having 4 opportunities for tables where you're sitting down with your table mates. So that might be 4 opportunities to give and get gifts, but it really is dependent on your table. So I don't want first timers to feel pressure that they have to. You don't have to. They will tell you in orientation, gift giving is not mandatory. It's just a tradition, a thing that some tables do. Okay. That falls under participating and communicating. So what you really want to do is communicate with your table host. These table hosts, they're taking on a responsibility, and they're really passionate about their responsibility. So the table host leads kind of the vibe of the table. Now, if you're a first timer and you're like, I don't really know about gifting and what do I gift and you communicate with your table host, and if they communicate well, they can guide you through, hey, this is the theme that I'm thinking for the table, whatever falls into the theme. Like, ours was easy because it was the seasons. So it was like, okay, this is a winter season. Anything winter related for the dollies or for the person. I received coasters. So the coasters aren't for the dollies, the coasters are for me. And they were handmade. So that was a table gift from someone for the winter theme. So your table host will communicate with you. You ask questions and be open to participate, to take pictures, to enjoy. And the other thing is workshops. Workshops are not mandatory, but if you're interested in a workshop, set an alarm on your phone, because after you register and you find out all the scheduling, they will tell you, okay, registration for workshops opens at this time. Set an alarm on your phone. Workshop registration goes quickly as well. Workshops are smaller. than the whole thing, because everybody's not taking workshops. So it might only be 20 spots or 30 spots for a workshop, and they'll repeat, usually, well, what I've seen, they repeated the same workshop 2 different times. So there was an opportunity for the people to get in the workshops. But they do go fast. There are some really popular workshops that fill up really fast, and there are some that don't fill up really fast. Workshop also is an additional cost. I think the workshops may have been $15. The workshops, the $15 goes towards the supplies and the person that is the teacher. I think it goes towards supplies and the teacher, and you leave a workshop with stuff. I showed in previous videos the stuff I got from my workshop. So you leave the workshop with stuff and with skills also. So again, workshops aren't mandatory either, because they have programs. Also, they'll have programs that you just go in and listen to the programs and see presentations and things like that. So workshops aren't mandatory, but be open to going to a workshop to learn something, especially if you're a crafter, that you craft for your dolls or with your dolls. Workshops might be the thing that you should be open to looking into and trying to register for. By the time I came for registration, some of them had sold out, but it was okay, because I really didn't want to go to those. The 2 that I wanted, there was 3 that I wrote down that I wanted to go to, and I got into 2 of them. So even with me being a waitlister and coming in a little late, I was able to get into 2 of them. And my last one was time/endurance. Yes, you have to manage your time. They will give you a schedule. They will give you a schedule when you register. But there will probably be changes as time goes on, and additions added. If when they get new people coming in, like we got a schedule, Midge presentation wasn't on the schedule. It wasn't until much later that they was like, oh, we were able to get the lady to come and do the presentation on Midge. Add it to your schedule. So you have to be up to date on, read the emails. They send out emails. They're going to put you in a group. Go to the private group that we have. Read the things in there. That will help you out a lot. They do make big posts for first timers to give a lot of information. Then they will probably offer first time orientation, and they'll probably do 2 options for when it's being offered. Go to that one. That is a wealth of information. People ask questions that you didn't even think to think of, and it will help you in your experience there. I wonder if I can go to the first time orientation again. I would love to go again just to see the difference in the information. But yeah, time. Manage your time well. Decide what you want to do. Mark it on your calendar. I had my schedule with me, folded up piece of paper every day, and I marked off the things that I really wanted to do, because I was with friends, and I know sometimes they want to do something, I want to do something, so we marked it off, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in this room during this time, I'll meet y'all after. And they was like, okay, we're gonna be in this room during this time, I'll meet y'all. And that's how we scheduled ourselves, because it was so much that we knew that person wanted to do that certain thing. That person wanted to do that certain thing. And in our group, we had someone that was selling there. So he had to be in the sales room. So we was just managing our time that way. So make sure you have your schedule. You have it printed out. They also have an app they'll probably have, so you can have it on your app. I'm a paper person, so I use paper and pen. I had the app, but for me, it was better to have the paper in my hand. Endurance. The convention spaces might be huge. Period, point blank. It was like walking blocks at the convention center we was at. It was huge. It was, every time I was like, okay, I'm going to this workshop, y'all know it's way down yonder and around the corner, so I gotta leave right now. I need to leave like 15 minutes early to make it down, way down yonder and around the corner. You will get your steps in. If you monitor your steps, you're going to get 15 to 2,000 steps a day, easily. I haven't been to California, to this convention center, but walking is a thing. They do offer, different hotels offer help with the little scooters and things like that. If you need that, don't be afraid to ask for it. You need it, then get the resources you need. Water. We're going to be inside. It's going to be probably cold, because it's always cold at all kinds of convention centers. Make sure you have a water bottle. Make sure you keep your water bottle filled. Take breaks when you need to. The one good thing about the center we was at, there was chairs and couches and things everywhere for you to sit down and just take a break. Just take your moment. And that goes into, if you have a room at the host hotel, then you can just simply go upstairs and take a break and take a moment. If you need to decompress and all of that, take a moment to rest your feet before you start walking again. But time and endurance. You need to manage your time well and have the endurance to last each of the days, because once it starts, it starts. And then in the evening or at night, some nights they had parties. So we're dancing and having fun. And I forgot how much I love dancing and things like that. So actually dancing, if you're into that, be open to go. Even if you're not into the dancing, go into the environment. Just check it out, even if you want to sit on the side and watch everybody else, because people watching is also fun, because I like people watching too. So just that goes to being open to all the experiences that you can be open. You want this to be worth the investment that you're putting into it. And it's an investment, like it's a large investment for me. So that's why I'm starting now. And this is not taking place until next year, July. But I already started saving for it. And I'm already going to start saving for 2025. So this is an investment, and you want to get everything out of it that you can. So have endurance built up, have a plan of attack, and be open to being flexible with your plan and being open to finding a new group of people. Like Instagrammers that I follow that I never met face to face, we ended up meeting face to face and hanging out a good majority of the time. It's like, oh girl, I'm gonna call you when we get back to regular life. So be open to finding a group. Your table mates, you might connect with someone at the table and y'all just hang out. So there's times where meals are on your own. So the group would go out to eat at a restaurant, a local restaurant, just to check out the local scenes. So breakfasts and lunches are really on your own. I'm a morning person, so I ate at the hotel. I ate the free breakfast at my hotel. But breakfasts and most of the lunches are on your own. So you and your dog friends, y'all go out to eat and things like that. So all of these things are an investment that you have to count in. So I can't give anyone a number price on how much you should save, because I don't know what you're going to shop for the room sales and the big sales room. I just would suggest start saving now. Know that the initial investment, the registration and the room, if you're doing the whole week, I would say you're looking at maybe $2,500 for that portion alone. Now, on top of that is your airfare and all of that kind of stuff. So be realistic with what you can manage and what you're going to do, and be open. Again, for me, the experience was worth the investment. I will totally do it again. I'm planning to do it again, and I hope to see you next year there. So if you make it, make sure you send me a message on Instagram and YouTube. Be like, all right, Casey, I'm here, where are you? So I can hook up and we can hug it out and take pictures with our dolls. And bring your dolls. I didn't write this down, but definitely bring your dolls. There's going to be so many opportunities to take pictures with your dolls. And like my mini me, I just wore her around my neck. A lot of us walked around with our dolls just around our neck so we could take pictures at all times. Some of us had that purse where it's a window, so our dolls were in our purse. So bring your dolls. Now, don't bring all your dolls. That's another advice. I did have one friend, she brought all her dolls. There was no time to get all the dolls in the picture, in different pictures. And so most of her dolls she didn't get pictures with. Bring your core dolls. If you have, I brought 4 dolls with me. I ended up mostly using my mini me, and I brought a doll. I found the Ken doll that I brought at convention. Them two ended up being my main dolls that I took most of my pictures for and with. So I'm not telling you to only bring one doll, but bring your main doll and then bring a couple of accessory dolls just for whatever events they'll give you a listing of different events and you'll be like, ooh, I want my dolls to be in that picture, in that vibe. So don't bring all, just bring core. Yes. So now I am doing a couple of shout outs. So I owe y'all 2 worth of shout outs. And some of these names are in both of them. So there was a emoji, a sunshine emoji from the video before, and then there was the book emoji from the last video. So we're going to start with, I'm sorry, I need a pen to mark off. So shout out to ms.d.b.9283, and they were on both. Thank you. They made it to the end of both videos. And then we have Dog Township 247 made it to the end of the sunshine video. And then we have SAMASHER and made it to the end of the sunshine video. And then we have BJMWTF, made it to the end of the sunshine video. Then we have user-SE2ES6RP3D. That was both videos, sunshine and books. And then I have Irene Hugh 4441. Thank you, Irene. And she was made it to the end of both videos. And then we have Natural Girl 0627, and she made it to the end of both videos. And then I have Maxine Andrew under the sunshine video. So under the books emoji, we have Hefty Mom 8097. Thank you. Then we have Y Holmes. Thank you. And Mama Bear Jenny Dolls 2406. Thank you, Mama. Yes, that's the one that made that awesome robe and the loofah and the towel for Ken. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving these videos a thumbs up. So this will be this is probably the last video for the National Barbie Doll Collectors Convention 2023. The next video in this series, I will probably be talking about the next Barbie convention after I register and stuff like that. So thank you all so much for watching. Now, unless y'all have more questions or y'all want more information about BarbieCon, you can always put it down in the comments of any of the videos that's in this playlist. I always look at my comments. I'm still at the point where I can answer all of my comments or reply or give a heart or something to all of my comments, because I appreciate y'all so much. So I hope I answered questions. You have more questions, put them down in the chat and I'll do my best to answer. See you again really, really soon.